What's up, YouTube? We back with another video, and today we're gonna talk about how to secure business credit funding in less than 30 days. Now, a lot of people gonna wonder that your business have to make a lot of money or have to be established for a long time and different things like that, or you gotta use net 30 account and vendor accounts. That's not true. All you need to do is make sure you have a strong personal profile and you can leverage that, which is called PG funding, and you can use your personal credit to access business credit funding. When I'm talking about business credit funding, I'm talking about business credit cards, whether that be with Wells Fargo, PNC, Chase, any of your local credit unions, anything like that. Now, I will say that a lot of people do not have a business or their business is not properly structured. When I talk about properly structuring your business, which is your LLC or your corporation, you want to make sure that everything is lined up. If everything is not lined up across the board, then you will start getting denials and that's going to hold you back. So the very first thing is your foundation, which is your structure. It's like building a home. If you're trying to build a home and your foundation not straight, it's going to fall apart. So just keep that in mind when y'all starting y'all LLCs out, right? So your LLC, you want to have a business toll-free number, 1-800-87-877, 833. It doesn't matter, a toll-free number. Now, it's not mandatory, but it puts you in the best possible position to get the maximum amount of funding, and that's what we want. That's what we want, right? A business address or a virtual business address. These banks will like to see that you have either a business structure or they want to make sure that everything is in a business type of setting or situation, right? I've seen cracks. I've seen people slip through the cracks, as I see it say, and I've seen banks change their parameters, like Wells Fargo currently. I've had to use a personal address to open up the account, but I still have a business checking account, and I was still able to secure funding. So I'm just putting y'all up on game right now. But business toll-free number, a business address, a business email, not Kiki off 63rd at gmail.com. Like, that's a personal name. Look like a business, be professional, and have a good business name. Like, my business is Lashley Enterprises LLC. So I may use support at lashleenterprises.com or Lamon at lashleenterprises.com, right? That is how you want to have a business name versus the standard personal Gmail accounts. We do not want that stuff. So just keep that in mind, right? So you got a business toll-free number, business address. You have you got your business email, and then you want to have a legal and active entity. You want to make sure everything is properly structured before you start going and get to funding. You also can list your business in 411 directory if that's what you want to do too. So make sure your business is properly structured. People talk about what's your favorite business account. I got over 15, or what is the best business account to open up with? I got over 15 different business checking accounts. Just start with your primary bank. So if you already bank with Chase, start building a relationship with Chase Bank. If you got a bank, if you got a Wells Fargo or Bank of America, go. If you got a personal account, go get a business account with them. The key is when you have a business checking account, if you can put 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, the more money that you fluctuate through that account, because the banks are getting a lot of stricter now. So you want to start putting money in these accounts and, before you apply so that they can see that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, the relationship is strong. Make sure you open up not just a business checking, but also a business savings account, because every bank has what's called an internal score. So your score with inside the bank parameters matters, and you need to have more banking products because they're going to put you over the next person that's trying to get funded or something like that, right? So you want to have an active LLC, you want it properly structured, and you want to build a business relationship. Once you got all that stuff in place, now you want to make sure that your personal credit is in place. When I'm talking about your personal credit is in place and together, no collections, no bankruptcies, no repossession, no charge-offs, no late payments within the last 24 months, right? This is going to put you in the best position. Comment the word credit underneath this post, or you can click the link in the description below if you need assistance with repairing your credit. We charge $100 a month. We got one of the best programs out here. We just won the school games in 2026, which is the current date, for having the best credit program out of 100,000 other companies that's out there. So we're getting tons of results and we're impacting a ton of families right now at the moment. But what I will say, make sure you have no negatives on your profile. Make sure you have less than 3 inquiries per bureau. So TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax are your 3 different credit reporting agencies. You want to have less than 3 inquiries per each agency. So the problem comes in when y'all find all this information on the internet. It's all filtered, and people go and get 5 and 6 personal credit cards. Don't do that. You only need 2, maybe 3 personal credit cards before you start applying for business credit funding using a personal credit. And I'm gonna talk about that in a second, right? So to keep your inquiries low, what I teach my students is start using credit builders that don't give you inquiries. And you can do this before credit repair, during credit repair, it doesn't matter. But like Kickoff, Kovo, Credit Strong, Meet Ava, Self Lender, a secure credit card. Now, I didn't start getting my high limits with these type of accounts. Like even my personal credit card with Navy Federal, my limit on here is $44,000. Once I got a secure pledge loan with Navy Federal, I did it 2 times. I did it one for $2,500, and then I did it again for $5,000. And for whoever don't know what a pledge loan, a secure pledge loan is, you can get it with any credit union that you already involved in. And this is what it is. Basically, you want to put your money in a savings account, right? I put in $2,500 in a savings account. I called up Navy Federal and say, hey, I want to open up a secure loan. So they locked my $2,500 in my savings account, and they loaned me $2,500 in a checking account. As soon as I was approved, within 48 hours, I paid off 90% of that loan. Within 30 days, it reported to my credit report as a 90% paid off personal loan on my credit report. And now I have an installment loan because you want to have a mix of accounts. I got credit builders, I got a couple credit cards, I got an installment loan. That is when I start getting approved for higher limits on the personal and on the business side. Not only that, I got rent reporters, which I backdated my rent at least 3 years, and you can do that with Boom, or you can do that with rent reporters. That's what I specifically went through, and I was able to increase my credit scores and backdate that history. So now I got history on my profile. So now I got my credit builders. You want at least 5 to 7 credit builders. I got my pledge loan. I got my rent reporters. And the main thing that you need on your personal credit report is at least 2 personal credit cards, y'all. At least 2 personal Visa or MasterCards. And a lot of people don't know this, but we need to use credit cards every single day. I haven't used a debit card since 2015. I haven't used a debit card in over 11 years. I'm constantly using credit cards because you want to ask for credit line increases every 6 months, no matter what. But the reason why that's so important is because I'm building a relationship with these institutions every month by maxing these cards out and paying them off. I'm getting rewards points, and my limits is increasing on the personal side. So when I start asking for money on the business side, like this Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, they're going to give you $50,000, $60,000, and $70,000. Chase Bank gave me $50,000 on one of my business credit cards. Another LLC, I got approved for $30,000 on the business side using PG funding. But you need at least 2 personal credit cards. These are some of my favorite credit cards. Navy Federal Cash Rewards. And the best time to apply for this card, do the pre-approval and apply between like 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. once you are enrolled in Navy Federal. And the Citibank Double Cash card is one of my favorite cards. And the reason why these 2 are my favorite cards, because I can take any of these limits and I can easily transfer them to my personal account through the app. It's super easy. So I could transfer over $15,000 on this card directly to my checking account, and I could transfer over $15,000 with this Navy Federal card directly to my account on the personal side. So I can literally liquidate these credit cards to cash to do whatever I need to do, whether that's start a business or invest in products, material, anything like that. Right? So you need at least 2 personal credit cards. Those is everything. So let me give you a recap of everything you need on your personal credit report. No collections, no charge-offs, no repossessions, no bankruptcies, no late payments in the last 24 months, right? You need less than 3 inquiries per bureau, right? And then you also need at least 5 to 7 credit builders and at least 2 personal credit cards. Once you have all of this on your personal credit report, then you should go and apply for business credit funding, right? It doesn't matter if your business is brand new. It doesn't matter if your business made a single penny. As long as it's open and active and you meet those requirements on the personal side, you can go get business credit funding. A lot of people are asleep on this method, but this is the best method. You do not have to go and get net 30 accounts and vendor accounts. Stop wasting money. When I first started trying to build my business credit, I was getting net 30s and buying all these supplies that I didn't need, buying all these shirts that I didn't need. I was getting BP and gas cards, which may influence or may benefit a trucker. You know, that's still good. But for the type of things that I was trying to do, real estate, those things couldn't help me out. So every time I ran my credit for Chase Bank or for Wells Fargo, they all wanted to see my personal credit report. So just stop trying to build your business credit and build out your personal credit. Even if you get a small loan for $5,000 or $10,000 and pay it back, even if you had an auto loan or mortgage, all these type of different mix-up accounts make your credit report strong, and it's how you're going to be able to access funding. Since learning this strategy and running this method, I was able to get approved for over $973,000, which I leveraged to invest in real estate, and now I own a portfolio of over $7 million with over 30 rental properties to this date, right? So if people understand how to leverage credit and the benefit of credit, especially business credit, that's when you take things far and take things to the next level, because it takes too long to save up this money. It takes way too long to save up this money when I can just go to the bank and access the money. A lot of us don't understand that the bank's job is to loan out money. They don't make money if they don't loan out the money. So we have to put ourselves in position, and I don't care how long it takes to clean your credit up. It does not matter. Get it done and do it. I don't care if it takes 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Get it done, because it's a bag on the other side. It's lower interest rates on the other side. If you're trying to buy a house, car, everything you need to do revolves around having a good credit score. Even if you want to scale your business, whatever you want to do. So just understand that concept. And all my people that is looking to invest in real estate, you need to have reserves. You need to have credit on your side to become scalable and be successful long term when it comes in this game, right? So I just wanted to make y'all aware of the fastest way to secure business credit funding. I have tons of students who get approved for business credit funding using this strategy, whether I'm on TikTok Live, on posting things on Instagram, or just giving people the right information at different meetups. They take it and they run with it. PG funding is the most powerful way to access business credit funding. And of course, it's different layers of business credit funding. You have no doc funding, which pretty much everybody starts with. Then you have low doc funding, that's bank statements, right? Once your business is generating 10, 20, 30, $40,000 a month, you can use those last 3 months bank statements and go get business credit funding from like fintech companies, Ramp, Torpago, Divvy. It's a few other institutions out there, but there's just a few to name. And you can even have bad credit and still go get money based on your revenue, because they do revenue type of lending. And then you have full doc funding, which is like a business line of credit where they want tax returns and stuff like that, right? So just understand that you need to prioritize your personal credit, and that's how you're going to get the most out of the business credit side and opportunities. Don't focus on net 30 and vendor accounts. Focus on building your personal credit out, and that's how you're going to be able to secure funding like me and my students. So drop any comments below. Drop any questions below that you have. Let me know some other topics that you want me to touch bases on. But until then, like the channel, subscribe, pound that thumbs up button so we can grow the channel. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's get it.